All right, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be doing an episode down on the trop range. Today I have Mark with me. Mark is a RO on the range. He has also instructed some low light classes and handgun classes. Today's episode is going to be on the new Surefire XC1. Mark, what have you heard about this light thus far?
So far I've heard good things. It's a nice low profile light for concealed carry. Decent lumen output for what it is and how small it is. But I haven't shot it yet, so I don't really know how the gun operates.
Yeah, I'm excited to try this out. This is pretty new to the market. It has 200 lumens and an hour-and-a-half run time, and it runs on one AAA battery, which is nice. AAA batteries are pretty prevalent in the tactical world and in the everyday man world. So batteries are easy to find, run time is decent, and the 200 lumens is kind of a standard for a handgun light. So without further ado, we're going to do some low light down here with Mark, and we're going to give you our opinion on it. Load and make ready, and just give them a demonstration of the beam across the targets. It's recording now, so. All right, guys, real quick, I'm going to show you how this light works a little bit. It has ambidextrous switches on either side, like most lights do. Nothing special there. This light, keep in mind, is really low profile. So everything is smaller. The switches are a little bit smaller. For me, I don't think they were as tactile. There is no constant on in the switch, and there is no strobe. So what you're doing is just holding that down, either with your trigger finger or your thumb, when you want that light to come on. It does have a constant on, and that would be the switch you'll see here in the center. There is a switch right there. It's a little tough to get to, and that will give you a constant on if you switch that switch. But other than that, you're basically going to your toggles for your light. Mark, what did you think about this light? Initial impressions?
First picking it up before we started shooting it, I didn't like it. Design of it just because I prefer to have a constant on in my switches I can reach easily, and I couldn't reach it. I have decently sized hands, but I couldn't reach that switch for constant on effectively. But after a few rounds shooting it, I used my sport hand thumb to keep it constant on with the toggle switch. It affected my grip a little bit, but not to the point of me not being able to shoot the gun well and operate the light. All in all, it actually fared better than I thought it was going to do.
I agree. When I first saw this and picked it up and played with it, I was like, oh, this is another overpriced Surefire that is not going to do everything I want, and I'm going to pay a lot for it. Yeah, it's super low profile. If you wanted to conceal carry this light, this would probably be the light to do it with on a firearm, on a handgun. But initial thoughts were, this switch is not very tactile, and I can't really get to the constant on. But like Mark said, after we shot it a little bit, I started to like it a little bit. It wasn't as difficult as I thought, and it seemed like it was more of a training issue than a product issue. So once I realized, okay, I'm just going to need to get that support hand thumb up on that switch to get it going and change my grip just a little bit, I knew I was going to be fine. Yeah, I had to change my grip a little bit, but honestly, I feel like I do that on every weapon-mounted light for a handgun. So I think there are some trade-offs here because you're getting such a small package, but all in all, it's not that bad. Mark, do you have any final thoughts on it?
Lumen output could be a little bit better. Granted, it's small, so it's not really going to put out that much. They can only put so much into a small package. It seemed to work well in the conditions we're shooting in here, but we're also shooting in a almost completely white environment where we got a lot of flood from the light and bouncing off the walls a lot better, where out in the real world, you're got more stuff that's going to absorb the light.
Absolutely.
It's kind of hit or miss. I mean, it's better to have the light, even if it's not a lot, than nothing at all. So.
Absolutely. Guys, this is just a brief look at this new product. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your buddies, go visit us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you on the next video.